guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am finally bringing you guys 10 things about the Libra. I know I'm late, as you guys like to say, non-stop letting me know in the comments because I'm busy and I'm a full-time university student and I have a job. So like, forgive me if I'm a couple days late on 10 things about the Libra. So today's 10 things about the Libra, which you guys have been waiting for. Before I get into the video, I do want to let you guys know that this cute little hat I'm wearing is actually from a company called Way Better Co., which is my friend's company. It's super sick. This hat I love because it's like a wave, so it's like perfect for Aquarius. You don't really have to be into Zodiac to like this hat because it has nothing to do with Zodiac. But I'm just telling you, like, if you want to relate it, you can. Yeah, so links down below, limited quantity, so buy it ASAP if you're gonna buy it because once it sells out, and it sucks to be you. So fact number one about the Libra. Number one, they are very open. Like really open. Like they're the kind of people that will like tell you their whole life story the first time they meet you and they don't even care. Like they don't think about it later and be like, wow, I shared too much. Like they're just an open book. Like they'll tell you anything and it's really interesting. So you meet one and you feel comfortable because they're so like nice and open and they share things with you and like they know how to keep a good balance in a conversation. They're not all about themselves, but they also want to hear about you and they ask you questions and they're just like really good conversationalists. Like I just feel like Libras are really open and they're down for like any topic of conversation and they just know how to keep a conversation going. Like they have really good social skills and they're really interesting people. Like I really like Libras because I feel like I can get along with them really well and have good talks with them. And that is something that I can't find in like every sign, obviously. Like there's certain signs that I just don't mesh with, like a Leo and stuff, but Libra is one of those that like I feel like they get along with every sign because they're so open. And that this is like initially when you first meet them. Obviously later on in the whole friendship, relationship, whatever, like you might discover you don't fuck with Libras. But in the beginning, it is pretty good and easy to talk to them. So they're very open. That also means that if they're like cheating on you, they're likely to tell you like that they like fucked up and they cheated on you, you know? God, I gotta stop swearing. I'm not trying to get my revenue taken off my videos. Yeah, so they'll probably tell you that they cheated on you and like try and make it up to you and whatnot. So that's good. I mean, they're not known to be cheaters, but if they do, they'd probably let it slip and just tell you because it kind of eats away at their soul. But they're not big on cheating. No, not at all. Number two fact about the Libra is that they are extremely dependent. A lot of them won't admit to it, but they really are, you guys. Like they're so dependent. Like let's say they're trying to pick something out for their house. They will send you a million pictures of it. They will ask you your opinion. They'll try and figure out why you think this, why you think that. Like they need someone to tell them what to do at all times. Like they need someone all the time. It's so annoying. It's like they need someone to go to like meetings with them, appointments with them. They want to go shopping for furniture, they need you to come with them. They want to go shopping for a new hat, they need you to come with them. Like they don't do things on their own. They always need someone there for support. They constantly are in need of support from others, and that's why their lover, their partner has to be their major support system, and they rely on them so heavily. Like they are just super dependent. Like they don't do anything on their own. And if they do want to do it on their own, they need your approval on certain things and they need to hit you up like, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I get this? Should I get that? Like, it's like, they just need that. They need that extra validation on everything they do. And it's a lot. I don't know how they live like that. It kind of drives me crazy because I have Libra friends and my closest friend is like that for sure. If she's watching this, she knows already that like, she's like that. I go to a lot of appointments with her. I go to her orientations with her. I go to take buses with her. I help her pick things out. Like, she's like that. Like, Libras are like that. I know so many Libras like that, actually. So yeah, like, they're very dependent. So if you like someone to depend on you and to need you, get yourself a Libra. Libras are really funny. Like, I just feel like they have great charisma and they just are very charming and funny people. Like, every time I meet a Libra, I feel like they're just witty and clever. Like they just know how to make people laugh and it's like a natural thing. Like they don't force it, they don't try, it's just kind of like in their nature. I feel like Libras, because of their social skills being so great, their charm and their like funniness, if that's the word, just like comes out like so naturally in every conversation they have. Like you just like meet a Libra and then you're just like, wow, you're funny as fuck. Like, I don't know, that's just a Libra for you. They just like know how to make people laugh. Like, they know how to make people laugh. Like, it's very likely that if you go on a date with like a Libra girl or a Libra guy, like, you're gonna walk away, even if they're ugly, you're gonna be like, you know what, I had a good time. You know what I mean? Like, you know how so like some people are like really shallow and they go on a date with someone ugly and they're like, I don't think I like him, I don't think I like her. It's kind of just like, you know what, I'm gonna let their look slide because they have a good personality, they're funny as hell. So that's a Libra for you. Not that you guys are ugly, but like, you know what I mean. Libras are very indecisive. I know you guys saw this one coming, but this kind of ties in with them being dependent because they need people to help them make up their damn minds. But Libras are very, very indecisive. They never know what they want. They just don't. They just don't. They don't know if they want a black dress or a blue dress or a red dress or a white dress. They always have a million different options and they can't choose between them. And like, you try and help them out and then they're going to be like, no, but blah, 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 no, but blah, blah, blah. And then they make up their minds like, oh, but blah, 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 blah. Like, It's like really frustrating. I can't complain about it too much because I am so indecisive. I act like a Libra on crack. It's bad. But anybody else can really get pissed off at it because they're so indecisive, guys. Like, they're so indecisive. Libras don't know how to fight. They just don't know how to fight. Like, they don't like conflict, so they avoid it. And when they are fighting with someone, they just want the fight to end. So it's just kind of like, okay, cool, sorry. If they're wrong or if the other person's wrong, it's just kind of like, all right, like, fine, yeah, it's fine. And then they move on. Like, they don't like to resolve things in a normal manner. They don't like to work through things. They just like to get over it. And it's really, really annoying if you're the kind of person that needs closure or that needs an explanation. Like, it's really hard to get that out of them because they just don't like to fight. And it's just next to impossible to get them to like have a discussion with you and talk about stuff and like talk it out, you know. It's just really, really frustrating. And I don't really know how to deal with it as Aquarius. I don't. But Libras just like to avoid conflict. They don't like fighting at all. Like, they just don't. Like, they just don't want to deal with it. Like, they get over things really fast, and it's just like, it takes a lot for them to really want to hold on to something and like discuss it or, you know, work it out with someone. Unless it's like a lover, then they know they have to. But like, if it's just a friend, they get over things fast. Libras like to ignore. I don't know why, but they like to ignore. It's really annoying. I think that goes back to the conflict thing. I think they like to avoid a lot of situations, but they just like to ignore. Like, when they're mad, they give the silent treatment a lot because they just don't want to deal with it. When they don't want to deal with something in general, even if they're not mad, they just like disappear. Like, they just like to ignore. Like, it's so weird. Like, they just like to pretend that things don't exist sometimes, and not in a Pisces way. It's in a different way because they're more logical than Pisces. But like, Libras just ignore, like, especially when they're mad, man. Like, you get mad at one and they just ignore you. Like, you're not talking. Like they just won't say anything. Like, or they just go quiet sometimes. I don't get it. A lot of them do this. I know so many Libras that do this, and it's always driven me crazy. Like, you'll be talking to a Libra and it's like, it just flies over their head. Like, they just don't say anything, and they heard you because they'll bring it up later, but they just won't say anything. They'll just ignore you. Or like, you're fighting with one and you're like trying to get them to talk to you and they just don't say anything. It's like, hello, can you hear me? Do you have a mouth? Like, I've said that to Libra before. I've said it to Libra, and it just blows my mind. I get so confused. Like, why are you ignoring me? What's the point? Like, it doesn't make any sense. They really like to ignore. I know that's a weird fact to add in, but like, it's true. They ignore a lot. Libras are super chill. Like, so chill. Like, every Libra I know, it just like takes a lot to get them mad. They just like don't get bothered or mad, or like, they don't even like get that excited about things. Like, they just kind of like chill. Like, they're just kind of like there. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, they're just there. Like, they're like, cool, like, wonderful, that sucks, that's amazing. But they just don't really get excited, or they're just chill people. Like, my friend, she is the kind of person that, like, if you do something really like fucked up, she'll just be like, oh well. Like, if it pisses her off, like, she won't really get mad. Like, I don't know, just in every situation, they're just really chill. I don't even know how to describe that further. I just feel like they constantly feel like they can't be bothered to deal with anything, so they're just like, whatever, like they don't care enough to deal with anything. And it's because of this that they let a lot of people get away with certain things, because they just can't be bothered. But also, like, when it comes to good things, they have the same reaction. Like, they're just chill. Like you could tell them that, like, you did something really good for them, and they'll just be like, oh, thanks. Like, they're just like chill. So it's interesting. I don't know, man. It's like weird. Like, I'm the kind of person that get really hype about things. Like, if something really excites me, I'll get really excited. If something makes me angry, I'll like blow up. You know what I mean? But for them, it's just like hard to get a reaction out of them. So yeah, they're like super chill. Libras are loyal lovers. If you're with a Libra, I don't really think you need to worry about them. They are very flirty. Sometimes they're very playful with other people, a little bit flirty and stuff like that. They flirt with everybody. It's just in their nature. Like, if they see someone, they're attracted. Sometimes even they're not attracted to them and they still do. Yeah, a lot of the times they don't even have to be attracted to them and they'll still flirt. Libras are just flirty by nature. It's just in them. It's just part of their personality. They flirt with everyone. And it's interesting. I don't really get it because I'm not like that, but like, they flirt with anyone. It's just them. Like, they just don't think that a Libra's like fall in love with you because you feel like they're flirting, because they're probably not, because they flirt with everyone. Like, it helps them. It helps them get by in life. It helps them with opportunities. It helps them with a lot. So like, Libras aren't always interested in you. Sorry to break it to you guys if you guys are watching this because you're like in love with a Libra or something. And they get a lot of benefits out of this, so it works for them. But yeah, keep that in mind. If you're really interested in the Libra, maybe they're not interested in you. Maybe they treat everybody else the same way they treat you. I'm kidding, but you never know. I mean, you should keep that in mind. I'm not gonna lie. They know their boundaries. They know when enough is enough, and they just know. So you don't really have to worry about Libras, in my opinion. I feel like they might flirt, but at the end of the day, they know who's for them and they know who they care about. So you don't really have to be concerned about what they're doing behind your back, because Libras are just very loyal. They don't care enough to cheat. They like to do things for you, and they like to just be there for you and be your best friend and just be silly. A lot of Libras are very silly. They like to be silly and immature. Like, they're good people to have around you. They're loyal. They're good in relationships, I would say. Moving on to number 10, lastly. Oh, I shouldn't have ended on a negative note. I should have switched those two around. They're selfish. Libras are selfish. It is what it is. I'm sorry. A lot of the times it takes a while to see that side of one, but when you're close to them, you'll see selfishness in a lot of them. I pretty much have seen selfishness in all of my Libra friends, and it's okay. People have their moments, so it's cool. At the end of the day, it's a little bit hard to depend on a Libra. It is. They're pretty selfish, but it is what it is. I don't necessarily have really selfish Libra friends. I don't think so. I have seen the side of them, but I haven't seen like the worst of the worst. But a lot of them are extremely selfish. So watch your back and don't expect too much from them. Just know that. But yeah, okay, so that concludes 10 things about the Libra. I hope you guys are okay that I was late on this one. That actually restarts the 10 things series. So I started my 10 things series last Scorpio season. So now we've done a full circle of all 12 zodiacs. So I'm going to try and come up with something different for each month now. I don't want to do 10 things anymore. I want to do something different. So I will figure that out and I will get back to you guys when I do that. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I enjoy the videos to come this week, because you guys know I post like 3 times a week. I know I said I was posting once a week, but that shit isn't happening. I can't do once a week. It's just, I need to do more. So I just enjoy interacting with you guys so much and having the engagement and just posting so much that I can't do once a week. It's just not possible for me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Oh, and also don't forget to check out this hat like I mentioned in the beginning of the video. It's super cute. Make sure that if you're gonna buy it, you go buy that shit ASAP, because I still probably sell out, and once it's sold out, it's sold out. So you better get on that. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, stay cute. Bye guys.